Aloha! Today in my Cindy's Vibrant Health Tips, I want to enlighten you on some very powerful and easy to use meditation techniques. Meditation is the art of getting out of your mind, and that's a powerful place to live. What that means is that you're working in the mastery of this life is when you're literally coming from your heart and not your head, and your head now becomes in service to your heart, okay? The goal in meditation is to make sure that your life becomes the meditation. What that means is when you're doing the dishes, you're just doing the dishes. When you're using the bathroom, you're using the bathroom and not what's next. When you're driving, you're enjoying the drive and the sounds in your car and that is your meditation. When you're at your work, that is your meditation. When you are eating, that is your meditation. It's not what's next from what's before, but what you're doing right now. So meditation is to bring you to that practice where life becomes your meditation. And then you're always in meditation, okay? So one way to do that is you can hum out. So if you would just with me for a moment, I want you to listen to your mind and hum with me, okay? So ready? What does your mind do right there? And the answer is nothing. It quiets the mind. The sound distracts the mind. And you know, I recently was asking my grandmother, who right now is 103 and a powerful woman in this world, and she has for many years made this little sound like this. And so I finally, after all these years, asked her, "Grandma, what are you doing when you do this little sound?" And she said, "Well, it makes my mind be quiet." I was like, whoa, all this time she's been meditating. I had a beautiful man that came in from Canada who I could tell he was a very practiced meditator. And I said, "What is it that you do, PD, when you're doing your meditation?" And he said, "I stop and let myself feel my nose hairs wiggle when I take a breath." That is a meditation. Wow, thanks, PD. That means that he's so in tune with his body and what he's feeling that he can feel the nose hairs tickle inside of his nose when he's breathing. That means there isn't anything else. There's another way to do this, is that you can imagine a white blank piece of paper and you can just stare at it. Sometimes I like to do this when my ceiling was white in my house. And you don't have to do this. I have to sit still and have my back straight and my feet on the floor, because some of us, that's not comfortable, especially when we have spasming muscles, like I came from a back injury 28 years ago. And so sitting that way was hard for me in the beginning. And so I just laid down. I would do a body sweep, find out where my muscles were tight and relax them, and then focus on one point on my ceiling and focus. And whenever I lost focus, I knew my mind was active, and I'm like, "Stop it, brain, it's not your turn." Or I use this a lot, was, "Shut up, brain, I didn't ask you for your opinion." And I got in touch with my brain, like, "You're not supposed to be in charge here, so shut up." And it does that now, it just shuts up, and I'm so thankful for it. And so focus, and then until you're coming to a point where you don't lose focus for hours at a time, you can still stay focused on that one spot on your ceiling. You know your brain is in quietness. Another technique that works really well, that I found that worked really well for me, was I would get into a dark bathroom or dark room where I had a mirror in front of me. I would take a candle, and then I would sit and I would put the candle in front of me and I'd look directly in my eyes, and I look and I look and I look, and I try not to lose focus on that eyeball I'm looking at. And then after a period of time, and tears are coming down your eyes as you're focus, and you're looking into that iris, and you're looking and looking and looking, until pretty soon what happens is you're gonna see one eye, the two eyes become one, which is your third eye awakening. So it's a very powerful practice as well to do it when you have no distractions in a dark room with a candle, so that keeps you focused. And another tool that I found as I was doing that practice is I could actually make the candle light grow larger and shrink according to my mind. So as you develop these practices, you find more and more power in your mind, because you're coming from your heart and you're saying, "Hey mind, we're gonna bring this to focus," and the rest of it we're letting go of, because you're not in charge anymore. We're done with having the brains be in charge, and we want the hearts to come forth now. Enjoy.